Hey everybody, this is Keith Gleason, host of Indie Comics Relay, creator of the Mighty Mascots, and promoter for the Plastic City Comic Con. And I'm here with the November comic book recommendations, indie recommendations, that is. Before I get into that, just a quick reminder. No, so my Indiegogo campaign is over now, but I've moved everything to my website, which is heroenvy.com or recklesssidekick.com. Both URLs will bring you right to the same place. There's a store section here, and it has all of my Mighty Mascots stuff, including the new issues and the graphic novel that I just created that collects issues 1, 2, and 3. And along with, you can get my older work and also some Mighty Mascots merchandise. So check that out. The link will be down in the description of the video. All right, so now let's get into this month. So this is a segment I started about a year ago. This is basically I go through my previews magazine every month when I create my actual comic order, and I take notes of different indie comic books that look really cool that I'm either going to get monthly in the floppy form, or I'm going to wait until it's collected in a trade. But I thought, why not make videos every month highlighting some of the great indie books that are out there that you might not know about yet, that I think are worthy of your money and attention, So yeah, let's get started. So the first one that I saw that I really have to recommend is Blue Book 1947. Now, this is most likely a mini series because the first Blue Book one was a mini series. I believe it was 5 issues. This is from Dark Horse Comics. This is also by creator James Tynion, who wrote this. And the art is by Michael Avon Oeming, which you might know from Powers when he worked with Brian Bendis. And I absolutely love the first miniseries, and I'm looking forward to more. So Blue Book is a focus on like alien invasion, or not any alien invasion, but alien UFO appearances, and you know, the government like hiding that stuff. The first miniseries was about the New Hampshire incident. I forget the name of the family or the husband and wife that had the alien encounter, but really good stuff. And the other thing that makes this book interesting is that it has a backup story with other true stories of like unknown supernatural weirdness, and you never know what you're going to get every issue. So it's kind of a fun read, so it works as like a mini series, and you get like those nice little backups by different creators. And James Tynion is, white hot as a writer right now. So I can recommend this one, fully because I love the first one. So check it out. So if you want to get Blue Book, this is the diamond code that you would give your retailer. Tell them you want the entire mini series, and they'll put it in your pull box for you. So check that out. All right, moving on. Our second comic this month is Saturday Morning Adventures #2 of Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I did a review of the first mini series on the channel. If you look into the video history, you can find the Dungeons and Dragons review I did. Now, I'm always skeptical when they do like a comic property adaptation of a cartoon or a TV show or a movie. And I was a little skeptical about this one, but I got to say the first miniseries was really good, and it captured the Saturday morning Dungeons and Dragons cartoon so well. So I saw that the same creators are coming back to do this second miniseries. So I was like, yeah, I got to get this because I love the first one. So it looks cool. It looks like they're delving into new uncharted areas of the realm of Dungeons and Dragons, but it's also centered around Dungeon Master having like a, a unknown ailment that like the kids have to go on a quest to kind of find a cure for him. And of course, Venger's there chasing them and things like that. So I'm looking forward to this. So it's probably the first one, I believe, was a 4-issue mini. So I'm guessing this is the same. Again, I wish previews would put how many issues are going to be in the miniseries. And I don't know if that's Preview's fault or if that's IDW's fault for not giving that info. But the first one was 4 issues, so I'm guessing this one is 4 issues as well. So this is the diamond code if you want to order the Dungeons and Dragons miniseries. And much like Blue Book, tell them you want the whole thing and have your retailer put it in your pull box for you. All right, moving on to our next recommendation, which is Cobra Commander. And I think I recommended this a couple months ago in another, recommend video, but they must have pushed it back. I don't know why Previews had it so early. Maybe they wanted to put this out first and then the timeline got screwed up, but I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But I figured I'd recommend it again. This is, a mini series focused on Cobra Commander, so that's cool right there. When you think of quintessential cartoon villains, Cobra Commander is one of the best. So, and it's also being worked on by Joshua Williamson, who's like writing. If he's not writing every DC book right now, he's writing damn near close all of them. He's a good writer. He's a solid writer. And, I've liked, I've liked some of his stuff. I hated some of his stuff, but like I really love his Superman that's going on right now. Great comic, great take on Superman, great take on Metropolis and some of the, and Lex and everything. So I'm willing to give this a chance because I love Cobra Commander and I think Joshua Williamson is a solid writer. So I think this is gonna be cool. It's part of the whole Robert Kirkman Inner John universe thing. So I imagine this is like a rise of Cobra Commander kind of thing, kind of storyline. So I'm definitely checking it out. So if you want to order this, this is the new diamond code, and you would want to give that to your retailer. Now, this doesn't say if it's it is a mini series, but it doesn't say how many issues it is. My guess is it's going to be 4 or 5 since the Duke mini series was that. Oh, it also has preview pages. So let's take a quick look at those real quick. Yeah, looks good. Like the art looks good. It looks, standard image stuff. I like the lettering on these pages here. So yeah, I'm definitely on board. I like Cobra Commander, so I'll definitely check it out. All right, moving on. We got James Bond 007. This is a new #1 from Dynamite Comics. And the reason I'm interested in it is Garth Ennis is actually writing James Bond. Now, Garth Ennis is the creator of Preacher, did an awesome run at Hellblazer, Hitman. He created Hitman, all this classic DC stuff. And he's actually writing the legendary Super Spy. So, pardon me. And Dynamite, I guess, is celebrating their 10th anniversary of publishing James Bond comics. They seem to do series of miniseries, so I'm guessing that this is going to be like 5 or 6 issues. So I'm definitely on board. I feel Garth Ennis could write a really good Bond story, so I'm pretty much getting this one just on the merit of Garth Ennis's writing. So, and the covers by Dave Johnson look really good. I think this looks like it's going to be a home run, So check that out. There's no preview pages here, but James Bond, you know what to expect. So if you want to order this from Garth Ennis, there's the diamond code. Give that to your retailer and tell them that you want James Bond 007. All right. Moving on to our next book. Now, this is from Invader Comics. This is Unknown Caller. And this is getting a new printing. And the reason I bring this up is because if you look right here, yours truly did the letters for this graphic novel. It's great. I just wanted to share with you guys. The story is awesome. It's like a revenge story, but it's also like it plays around with perception, like what are you seeing, is the character really seeing this stuff, or you know what I mean? So it plays around with perception, and it also it's just a good revenge story. And I really tried to letter this to the best of my ability, and I think it came out really good. And I like this publisher, Invader Comics, and I think I'm going to be doing something else with Kevin Miller, who is the writer here, at some point down the road. But we'll see what happens with that, you know. So, but I wanted to highlight this because I forgot to highlight it the first time it was offered as a, you know, when it was first coming out in Diamond. So they the fact that they're doing a new printing, that's fantastic. That means the first printing sold out. So this is great. So check it out, 14.95. It's a complete story, beginning, middle, and end. I think it's like an 80 or 90 page graphic novel, and this is great stuff. So, and I love this image of the cover, you know. So definitely check that one out. This is the diamond code if you want to grab a copy of Unknown Caller, and yeah, give that to your retailer. All right, our final book is Ghost Machine One Shot. There's so many good creators on this, and you guys have heard me talk about I think it's called the Mad Ghost, or the Ghost, it might be the Ghost Machine universe. But this is all the stuff that Jeff Johns started a few years ago in Geiger, number one, and then also carried over to Junkyard Joe. And now there's a new Geiger two-parter coming out. And then there's this one shot. This was just announced at New York Comic Con. All these creators are coming together to help bring like the Jeff Johns universe to life. And these characters all look fresh, different, looks awesome. So I can't wait to get this. And this one shot is supposed to highlight a bunch of different characters in this Ghost Machine universe, including Geiger, Redcoat, Rook, the Rocket Fellers, and Widow X, a few other ones. And they all tie together, and they're all on different timelines. I imagine Junkyard Joe will be in here as well. Cannot recommend all this stuff highly enough. It skirts the line of superheroes, but also it's really just well told stories, you know, about people and with extraordinary circumstances. But it takes place in all kinds of different timelines, but they're all connected. So yeah, it's great stuff. I mean, just look at all these creators. They've got Jeff Johns, Brian Hitch, Gary Frank, Jason Fabok, Francis Manipul, Brad Meltzer, Ivan Rice, Peter Tomasi. I mean, all people that are at the top of their game right now. So I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for more books from this entire company, you know. So so check it out, Ghost Machine. This is the diamond code if you want to order that, and tell your retailer you want this. So all right, so that is it for this month's recommendations. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, you know, share the channel, share the video, and most importantly, read some comics. All right, everybody, have a great week, and we will talk to you later. Bye.